So you're working from home and you're a little bit hungry, so you get up to walk out your study to go to the kitchen, and then you realize your home is absolutely amazing. The windows in this plan, the tall ceilings, the open kitchen, so many great parts about this plan. Stay tuned for the rest. Hey everyone, Raj Sahu here, realtor in Austin, Texas. Back with another model home walkthrough. Today we're going through the 242 plan with Highland Homes. This plan is just under 3,000 square feet. It can be anywhere from a 4 bedroom to a 5 bedroom, 3 bathroom, 4 bathroom, can even put in a powder bath. It has a 3 car garage, and then there's tons of options here. This is a 1 story plan as shown in the model home. As you can tell, very tall ceilings, opens up as soon as you walk in. I will say there is an option to add a 2nd story to this plan currently. You can either add a game room, or you can add a game room, bedroom, full bathroom. Tons of options here simply because you're working with a premium builder like Highland Homes. So they tend to provide a lot more in options compared to perhaps a high production builder. And then as you can tell, right when we walk out to the common area, this opens up so well, and I love the tall windows in the back. I think Highland Homes is notorious for big windows, a lot of natural light coming in, and tall ceilings. And I think that combination of tall ceilings and big windows are incredibly underrated. I think a lot of people don't think about these things when they're just looking at a floor plan online, and sometimes it takes a model home walkthrough to visualize the space and really understand what tall ceilings, big windows, how it makes you feel when walking through the home. And I think it starts in the study. So many people working from home now more than ever, especially. And I think the studies become very important, where when you have tall ceilings like this, and you can put really good shelves in the back, as you see on the right side, you have French doors walking in, and then even when you sit down, you just get this feeling like you're not in an enclosed office space. I think a lot of people may be trying to use their bedroom or like a spare bedroom as a study, and they might feel a little bit more cramped. When you're spending hours in this area, I think it's so nice when you have very tall ceilings, and then when you exit the study, you're right out in the common area. So if you need to grab some food from the kitchen, or you just want to get outside, you just have access to everything. So I like the positioning of this study. And when you do close those doors, those are French doors, so it usually does allow for some privacy. Now heading out to this area, I have to say this dining room, the dining table does kind of hit you in the face when you first walk into this area. I think for some people who don't value a dining room and are happy with that breakfast nook area, maybe just taking out that dining room and just allowing for a lot of space in the common area, maybe putting a couple of 1-seaters there, kind of like a sitting area. I've seen people do that before, and I think that really opens up the space rather than putting a huge dining table there. Again, just personal preference there. For some people who value a dining table, of course, there's plenty of room there for that table. And then for the kitchen, it opens up so well. Quick look at the pantry. I would say this is fairly standard, around 3,000 square feet. And then the gourmet kitchen option, they have a double oven and the microwave off to the side. And then I love those windows in the back. Can't say it enough. So much natural light coming in from the back. And as we walk out into the kitchen, I'll pan over to the common area. Just imagine being in this kitchen for a 1-story. Sometimes it can feel compact, but obviously it feels so open when you're here. Now we will talk about the positioning of the TV, because I disagree with that. I think it should be above the fireplace, or just take out the fireplace. But we'll get to that in a second. Here is the breakfast nook area, and I like the windows that go around that area. I think that's important, especially if you're just grabbing a bite in the morning, or just having your morning cup of coffee. And then again, for this common area, I felt like the TV could be probably higher. It almost feels like small with that TV stand. It's not really a TV stand, but just the TV, the cabinetry under there almost makes the space feel small. So I think that was actually a design element flaw, in my opinion. Maybe it's just something I'm seeing, but I felt like they could have put that TV up and made it bigger. But of course, it's a model home, so nobody's really watching TV in here while they're just walking through the model home. So obviously, if you're building this from scratch, you can design it however you want, pick whatever TV you want. Now, heading outside, we are in Santa Rita Ranch North. This is one of the best communities in Austin, and it's highly ranked even in Texas and the United States. Always hits the list as one of the best master plan communities, simply because it's 6,000 homes, a lot of great amenities here, and I think that this is the future of communities. It's just huge communities with great amenities, schools on site. I think they're doing a lot of great things in this community, and I think Highland Homes, it attracts that type of premium builder for some of these communities that are going to be building for years to come. Another look at this common area. I think it's a good look because the windows are bringing in so much natural light. Sometimes my camera keeps overexposing. That's usually a good sign when that's happening. A lot of times, especially if you look at pictures on a resale, they really light up the space using their own lights. They literally, photographers bring in their own lights, and it makes the space look so lit up. Real quick, this is going to be a like a built-in study before the owner's bedroom that we're heading into. So really interesting space. I think if somebody was in the study working and maybe somebody else needs to take like a quick call or just sit down to their computer, I think that's actually a pretty interesting space, especially with the work from home environment that we're in. And here's a look at the owner's bedroom. What I was saying previously is photographers love lighting up the photos. That's what they're supposed to do to attract people into those homes, and that can make people think that there's so much natural light coming in. Whereas with this video, obviously I'm not walking around with like a light behind my head or something like that. So what you see is what you get. When you see a lot of light getting overexposed in the windows, that's definitely a good thing if you want natural light coming in. On that note, I love the bay window option in this plan. It actually puts a curve on that back wall. It also adds a window or two to that back wall depending on the plan with Highland Homes. In this case, I think it just adds one window to 4 windows. So really good stuff. And then walking into the owner's bathroom, again, you're seeing a pattern here. Lots of windows, lots of light, very tall ceilings, feels very open when you're in here. Keep in mind that window would usually be frosted. It's just a model home, so nobody's using this bathroom, but eventually I'm sure they will frost it, or it's something you can easily do aftermarket. My wife and I did that, buying some frosted materials on Amazon. It was very easy to do. And then I love this owner shower, good space in here, and I love that transom window too. Sometimes we get in our owner shower and it feels very enclosed, and I think opening up that space is important, especially a space that you're going to be using every single day. And so a natural light, feeling a lot, having a lot of space, two things that I think are very important. Here in the owner's closet, I would say decent size owner's closet, fairly standard, around 3,000 square feet, walk-in closet with some rods along each edge. If you want to maximize space in a closet like this, I always mention it, there are great third-party vendors that can do build-outs or like a California closet in there, and that can really make the space much more functional. And I didn't call it out at first. I like that sitting area, and they extend the countertops here just underneath that transom windows. So if somebody's putting makeup on in here, it's nice to just kind of sit down and do that, or at least that's what my wife says. So yeah, I think that's a great upgrade to have in that area. Would have to check on upgrades for all these things. This being a model home, they tend to over upgrade them beyond what most average homeowners do. Although I'm not noticing anything, very far off. I wouldn't say that this is significantly over upgraded. Regardless, though, if you're interested in this plan, always best to just get an average for design upgrades, and then obviously get structural upgrade costs up front and work with a realtor that can help you out on that. Now, this would be a good example of an upgrade that they do on a model home that maybe most homeowners don't do, like a wine bar like this. I think this would normally be storage, but they do a build out like this with even a sink and this beautiful cabinetry that's here. Really good touches, and Highland Homes just displaying what they can do, being a premium builder. And then, as I stated previously, this is a 4-bedroom. It has a study. It also has a media room that we're about to see. So first things first, we'll look at the bedroom that does have an in-suite full bathroom. I would say that this bedroom is smaller than the other two that we will see. It still gets the tall ceilings, but I think they just kind of threw a treadmill in here and made it a workout room. But it does have a full bathroom close by. So I think ideally, this would be a bedroom area, and I'd be curious to get the exact measurements of it. Always something I recommend doing is walking the model home, understanding is this similar to what you're getting when you're there, and then obviously you can take measurements and plan accordingly. Now there is a media room after this, as I mentioned before, and there is going to be another full bathroom in between the other 2 bedrooms. So don't think that this has to be a bedroom. Certainly you can make this a workout area, and then there is a closet here. I will say this model home has it uniquely, the in-suite bathroom, a full bathroom that's unique to what they have on their website. On their website, the bathroom would be located right outside the hallway. So I think there are some upgrade options here where if you don't do like a powder bath or something like that, it switches around the configuration of that bathroom. Again, something that we can definitely verify before looking into buying this plan. Here is a look at the media room. And media room, this could certainly be a game room. It's whatever room you want it to be. I find with 1-story plans, this is often the space that is cut out. And I think when people are debating 1-story or 2-story, usually if the 2-story wins, it's because of the game room, or they feel like the ceilings are too tight and the space feels too small. Now we're gonna head out of here and just take a look at the last 2 bedrooms with a full bathroom. And before we actually do that, I want to show you where the laundry and garage is. So obviously we're back at the front door. So when you first walk in on the left side here, if you were to walk in from the front door, we do have the laundry area. They of course put a sink in there. There'd be a washer and dryer there usually. And then we have this doggy shower, which I thought was such a funny touch. I don't know if they had to put the dog in there. I guess they had to explain why you'd put a shower there, because otherwise you have to explain it every time. And then that would be access to your garage. They of course have that currently built out as the builder agent's office. And then here is the powder bathroom. Again, this is an upgrade, so usually this should be storage to my knowledge. But if you really value a powder bathroom, you don't want people using one of the full bathrooms when you have guests over, then I think that that's a fantastic upgrade to have, especially if you have somebody staying with you, like parents or friends or family staying with you. Always good to have that powder bathroom separate. And then this is one of the bedrooms that is located at the front of the home, so those windows would face out. Again, very tall windows. I find these are the types of things that are overlooked, and people find a cheap price online of a home, and then they come here and they realize that they bought something that they don't really value. It's usually because we're not paying attention to some of these details that I really do think matter. Here is a look at the full bathroom that's in between these 2 bedrooms. So it would be shared, it would be access from the hallway, and if you didn't put the powder bathroom in that we saw previously, then most of your guests, I would say, would probably use this full bathroom when they're at your home. And then we have one last bedroom here. Again, very tall ceilings in here. I would say very typical for a spare bedroom. Keep that in mind. It was bigger, I believe, from the first spare bedroom that we saw. We still have the very tall ceilings, and of course, each of these bedrooms does have a walk-in closet, which is really nice. And I would say fairly standard for this amount of square footage for the spare bedroom size. Now, if you've enjoyed this model home walkthrough and want more walkthroughs from Highland Homes, click on the playlist button at the top right of this video. Obviously, subscribe to the channel for more model home walkthroughs. I do usually 2 a week. And then if you are looking at real estate in the Austin area, let me know. I am a realtor here. I don't work for builders. I work for buyers and would be happy to help. Take care, everyone.